Hey everyone, as promised, I am live with the amazing Margie. Hi. So Margie is from MAM Development, and you have a lot of specialties, but really interior design is your specialty. Staging, you do so many different things, but we're here to give folks some free advice, and some folks have actually already posted their pictures and their comments. So let's start with answering those as we sort of look around your beautiful home. So
let's see. Let's start with John. He has the garage with the gray and blue check. Now, this is the thing. I would definitely do a gray on the wall, but he sent me two pictures, and one of them is really, it looks dark gray, and then the other one is a lighter gray. If the lighter gray is true to the color, I would just do that on the wall. If the checks are the darker gray, I would go a little bit lighter, and then you can see his Trans Am sign is gonna pop because it's on a white background. It has that blue, the wings, and then I think it's black lettering, so it's really gonna pop with some gray on that wall.
you can't really go wrong with the gray.
No. I think he should stick with that. If it's dark on the floor, I would stay with the same color palette, just go up a couple shades.
Okay, want to move to the next one?
Yep.
We'll get through these quickly, folks, and then we'll take your questions as well, and we will also show you around, give you some great tips, great advice, great money-saving advice to sort of get your apartment, condo, home ready for fall, or just get it all straightened out so you absolutely love being home.
Okay, Christina. Christina has a long room, and it's like a living room and a sitting room, and what she wants to do is use part of it as an office. So what I would do is I would use the furniture. Her TV's on the wall, so what I would do is probably do the two chairs here, get a nice area rug, and the couch would separate the two rooms. Then on the other side, she has a desk. So what I would like to see is another area rug and the desk in the middle facing that living room, and then the two chairs that are in there facing the desk with a shelving unit behind her.
Perfect.
Okay, so now she's not looking at a wall when she's working. She's looking at this new beautiful room that she just moved all her furniture around. Now it's this amazing room.
Christina's never going to want to leave that room.
Right.
Okay, who's next?
Let's see. Okay, Nancy. Nancy, the biggest problem I see here is nothing in here really matches. So the first thing I would do is rip that border down, put a nice soft color in there, and choose what color you want to go with, because your chairs and your couch, they're just not going together. And you did mention that you might want to just redo the whole thing, so I would probably consider that, because the rug,
No offense.
no, none at all, and even the walls, your pictures, there's no form to them. I mean, there's too many different shapes and sizes and completely different subjects. So I think it needs to be a little bit more coordinated, and pick a color, and let's just start with that color. There's just too many different colors going on in this room.
Okay.
Okay, and
Vicky at the top.
Vicky at the top. I'm having a hard time seeing this, Vicky, but I think, from what I see, I think your couch, pardon me, might look a little bit too big for the room. And then I think you have a desk over on the other side. I'd actually like to see a picture, maybe with the curtains open, so I can get a better view of what's going on in there, and then we can maybe come back to it. If you're listening, maybe shoot us a new picture.
Perfect.
Okay?
Okay. So we have a lot to get through today. So we're going to start in the little room out here in your little porch.
My porch. Okay.
So a lot of folks like to sit outside, wondering, like, should you mix old and new? So let's start with there, because some folks, like, I've always thought if you have antiques, you got to have antiques. If you have contemporary, you got to have contemporary. Not the case.
No, not at all. Not at all. You'd like to have a little eclectic room. I mean, this is my porch. This is where I have my coffee every morning, and it's summertime, and it's fun, and there's lots of colors going on. But I have old and new in here. I have antiques. I have a fire hydrant over there.
Who would think to put a fire hydrant?
And the barrels, I love the barrels for the table, right? This is old furniture. I got this at an antique store. This is one of my little prized possessions right here. This used to be a black lacquer chair with black leather, okay? And what I did is I used chalk paint, and I painted the lacquer, and then I whitewashed it, and then I also painted the leather. And people are like, what do you mean you painted leather? You can actually paint leather, fabric, you can do whatever you want. Chalk paint is so great. I painted this and then I waxed it, and it feels just like leather again. There's no roughness to it. It's perfect.
It's beautiful. So you put the wax on after you paint it.
After.
And that gives it that shine, and that protects it.
And it makes it soft. It makes the fabric soft again.
And it is soft.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. You can't even tell it was painted.
Right. So there's a lot of little things you can do on your own too. I love doing like little projects. I'll find a piece of furniture that it's just not working anymore, and I'll redo it, paint it, change hardware, little things that really don't cost a lot, but can give a piece of furniture or a room a completely different look.
Awesome. Okay, let's move into your living room here, and we'll talk colors. So aqua is basically everything right now, right?
Yes, it's very big right now. And I love blues. I love anything blue. But what we were saying is, if you try to stay as neutral as possible, I could take this whole room and I could put any color in here and it'll work. All I have to do is remove all the aqua and it looks like a whole new room.
Yeah, like if you want to say updated, even I know a lot of people do this. I don't, but if you want to update it for fall, like
Yes.
for different, and you want to get rid of the aqua, you can put burgundy or whatever.
Right,
red.
burgundy, navy blue. Navy blue. I love navy blue. You probably already know that.
Yes, I do.
I do. I love navy blue and white. Beautiful. A new throw rug. I used to have one here, but my grand dog ruined it, so I didn't even put one back
Those
down.
grand dogs.
I know.
Well, let me ask you too. Like, these pillows are not expensive.
No.
You shop. You are like the queen shopper for your clients.
I'm a good shopper. I'm a bargain shopper, but I also like quality.
Yeah.
I won't substitute price for quality, but I do know where to shop, and I do get designer discounts at certain places.
Yeah.
See, so this was a nice little fun piece. This used to be black as well, and it had this Oriental sign on it. And we love our wine, so we just kind of did
Apparently.
that. Yeah, and I have my little witch sticking out of the top of it, which is also a cork. But it's just simple things like that. Paint a picture frame. That picture frame was, I think it was black. So all I'm saying is, there's so many things that you can do inexpensively to change the whole look of a room.
Yeah.
Right?
And you could shine.
Right.
And then you carried the aqua right into because this is one sort of big room.
Right.
It's stunning.
Thank you.
It is stunning. So
Thank you.
You basically carried that all the way into the other room. So again, you could take that stuff off and
Right.
boom, you have everything matching again.
Right, and everything is pretty neutral, so you can do anything you want.
Okay, can we walk in there, because there's one thing that I never would have thought to do and am absolutely obsessed with.
What?
The dark ceiling.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite.
Margie, I would never think to do a dark ceiling. Were you, obviously design, but were you nervous about?
No, not at
No.
all. This was one of my favorite things that I did in here.
So why did you do the dark?
I like the little rustic with the industrial look, and then you have some contemporary going on. It was just a whole mix, and I love a wood ceiling. I love a wood ceiling. I really do.
But the dark?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Well, because I picked up the dark floors here. I don't care for light wood, not in here anyway. It's not that I don't care for it. Everybody has their own taste, and I'll do whatever anybody wants. But for me in here, I wanted to go with the dark. I found that bar and I fell in love with it, so that's what I did.
So if you don't have dark floors, can you still do a dark ceiling?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that I saw too that I really liked is like kind of like a barnwood ceiling, which was very interesting.
Yeah.
That I would love to do on a project
Okay.
someday.
Oh, we'll have to wait for that one. Okay, we're gonna move. I love that clock. Yeah, that's certainly a statement piece. Should you have one sort of special piece in every room?
Yeah, I think every room needs a focal point. I do.
So how do you know what would your focal point be in here? Your chairs?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
You love those chairs.
I do. I love those chairs. I fell in love with them. And usually I try to be a little bit more neutral, but I fell in love with them. And they went so perfectly in here. And again, I can paint furniture if I want. So I
Yeah.
could always change that color someday if I need to.
Now, did you paint that, or did it come like that?
No, that came like that.
Okay.
What I did was I bought the tree.
The tree didn't come in that?
No. And I knocked out the pot.
Of course you did.
And I stuffed the bottom and put the tree in, and then I just bought some shells and just added some shells to the top of it because this space was empty, and I was gonna do a bench, and then I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but it needed something, boom,
Yeah.
right? And that tree is because it's tall and it's not your ordinary tree that you usually see in a house.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed when I walked in
Mhm.
today. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
move along. Where do you
Okay.
want to go next?
This is my half bath, which I really love. I took a lot of time designing this.
Oh, hey. Here we are.
Hey.
So it sparkles. So
yes.
it's like a copper, would you call
Yes,
that copper? Yeah.
yes. And I liked the mirror from the ceiling down to the floor, and then it looks like it's framed.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
It's not framed?
It is framed,
Oh, okay.
but it's framed with tile.
Right.
But it looks like a big
So
mirror.
that's not part of the mirror?
Oh, no, this was all separate.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then the floor.
The floor, yeah, I really fell in love with this. And I know it doesn't go with the rest of the house. This room is very different.
Yeah.
But when I saw that accent tile, I had to use it somewhere. So
Yeah.
that's what we did, just in this small bathroom.
So you found the tile first and then said, okay, I need to do something with
I
this.
saw that and I'm like, okay, that's the half bath. So we did the knockdown on the walls and, all the industrial piping and all that. And my son-in-law does epoxy work, so he made this floating countertop for
It's
me.
beautiful.
It looks like cracked glass.
Yeah, it does. But the thing is, I mean, not everybody can obviously redo their entire bathroom floor to ceiling.
No.
So you could even just take some of the ideas from the copper colors and
Yes.
sort of a rug
Yes.
and sort of put your own.
Right, and I'll tell you what, if you shop, like really shop around, you'll find bargains out there.
Yeah.
Like that sink, that vessel sink and the faucet, it was a set. I found it on Amazon for $86. That's really
That's a good deal.
inexpensive.
Very,
Yes.
very.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So you could find deals out there.
So basically, I'm just going to start chopping more.
Yeah.
I'm sure my husband's fine with that. Okay, let's move along.
Okay.
Spare room first?
Spare room.
Okay.
We didn't do too much in here. We just took the border down and repainted.
Again, it's very neutral,
Mhm.
but you have some pops in here too.
Yeah, these are some of my old pieces from my last house, and I still like them, so I didn't want to get rid of them. So that's what I did with my spare room. I put everything in here.
I noticed with all of your throw rugs, you like the texture.
Yes,
That's so important because if it's a flat sort of,
I love a shag.
yeah, you
I
love
do.
a
I
good
love a shag.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
This is like such a perfect statement. We should all do that a little more
Live in
often,
the
don't you
moment.
think?
I
I'm
know I
trying to
should.
do that. Yeah. There you go, folks. If you take nothing else away from this, take that.
Live
A
in the
reminder.
moment.
Live in the moment. Okay, now this I have to tell you, when I walked into your master bedroom, get ready, folks. It is stunning.
Thank you.
It's like they say your bedroom should be like your sanctuary. You should be. Think about how much time we spend in there.
I know. I love it. I could sit and read in there. I love that room. I really do.
Let's go show folks.
Okay.
And a lot of it is stuff that Margie did, sort of DIY. Okay. Let me start with the lighting. Because I love my ceiling fan.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait to go shopping for
A chandelier.
a chandelier.
I used to have a fan in here.
Do you miss it?
I am in menopause, so sometimes I do.
If you're being honest.
I am being honest.
Well,
so.
why did you go with the chandelier?
I just thought it went really well with the look I was trying to achieve in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, industrial. With again a little bit of modern thrown in. One little thing I'll just show you that Tony did for me when he put the chandeliers over the nightstands. He put a dimmer next to my bed, so if I'm reading and I just want to go to sleep, I just reach over and hit the light. I could dim it, or I could just shut it right off.
Okay, so let's go in here because the colors that you chose, again, you sort of stuck with the metallics, with the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I love yellow with the silvers and the grays. And again, this room could easily be changed into any other color I want because gray is such a neutral color.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the furniture.
Okay. Every piece of furniture that you see in here is an old piece that I picked up at a garage sale, or I did Facebook yard sale. That's where I found this dresser. This chair right here was my grandmother's, and I recovered. This is the second time I've recovered it to go in my bedroom.
Well, that's special. I mean, it's a piece of your family history, but
it's my gram.
Yeah.
And she's in my room. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Gram.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you didn't paint it.
No, I didn't paint that. I recovered
I would
that.
Be like super.
I recovered it. So we got some trim, and what I did was I fell in love with this Paris pattern, so I recovered a couple pillows for the bed, and then I used it on the chair.
Well, let me start. Let me say really quickly that you do consultations. This is your work. This
Yes.
is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Folks can call you. I mean, and it is not like it's expensive.
No.
You're cheap, Margie. I'm just gonna say it. You're cheap.
Thanks a lot.
You're great quality. Like and what it does, like you did my family room, and what it does for me, like you can ask my husband. Literally every day, just about. I say, did I tell you how much I love this family room? And he'll be like, yes. And it just makes
good.
you happy to go in it
Yeah.
instead of like blah.
Mhm.
So for
It wasn't that much.
It wasn't
and
that
it was
much
just
at
a
all.
few key pieces to just kind of pull it together.
So folks can
So-
call you. They can get a hold of you through me or through your website, and we'll
Yes.
give all that information. But I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay.
But back to the room. Can you tell me, like, where did you start? What did you start with to build sort of around that? The wall color? Like, what was
Yeah,
it?
I wanted to do something really dramatic. So, like we did in your house.
Right.
I wanted that charcoal. And believe me, that was a chore. I mean, when you're looking at grays, always remember that grays usually come with undertones. And my wall was purple, so we had to go back to the store.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, things like that happen.
Yeah.
But once I found the right color, which again, I used chalk paint, just like I did for the chair out there. I used chalk paint on all of this. Okay, so these doors right here, the barn doors, I got them for $50 at Mr. Seconds.
$50.
$50. The railings, I got them on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for them, but to put this room together was very inexpensive.
And can you open it? Can you just like show how easily they open?
they
things?
just slide.
How cool! Literally
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah. And it is the hottest thing right now, the barn doors. Everybody loves them.
Everybody has them, yeah.
So I painted, I put the film on them because I liked the window, but I don't want everybody being able to see in my closet when
Right.
the door's closed. So we did the barn door on the bathroom and on the...
And again, The ceiling is not white?
No, never.
Never.
Never. Paint your ceilings.
Never.
Yeah, so we stuck with the light gray in here. And then I wanted to carry the grays right into the bathroom.
Okay, let's go
So,
check it out.
okay, go
Oh, I love this bathroom too. Getting so many great ideas to take home with me today too. Okay, so we have the double sinks.
Yes. Again, I'm a pretty good shopper, so they were not that expensive. These tiles, again, they're like a linen look. They look like linen.
They really do.
Yeah. We got them on sale at Mr. Seconds in Tonawanda. Great store for 79 cents a square foot.
Wow.
So to do this bathroom really was not a lot of money.
So again, and I keep saying the same thing, but the ceiling is that dark gray or black?
It's the same as the accent wall in the bedroom.
I always thought that if you made your ceiling dark, it would look smaller. It doesn't.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So you got the same tile built up all around.
Yep, all around, and we did it into the shower, right to the ceiling. And then I just thought, you know what? I wanted it to have like a spa feel to it, so I just stuck with white.
Yeah.
So whites and grays, that's it.
And it's interesting because you went from the copper to the gold to sort of the silver.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Home Goods. I mean,
Inexpensive.
love that store.
I love that store.
I actually found that on Amazon. Amazon's another great place to shop. I mean, I actually got these faucets on Amazon.
Yeah.
Just when you're doing things like that, though, you want to make sure that you do stick with a name brand because, and read the reviews.
There are too many out there.
Yeah, read the reviews.
I like the idea of Amazon or searching for Amazon on Amazon for stuff like that, but I also I love shopping local, and you can find so many great things in these
No
little,
question.
in these little shops, these little boutiques, or on Etsy that are made by
Right.
local people and help the local economy too. So that's important too.
Yeah.
This is really pretty, Margie.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions? Margie says she's willing to answer them for you, so just ask your question if you have one. So what are some hot colors as we can walk out there, but what are some hot colors as we go into the fall season? I know summer's not over yet. I'm not
Right,
trying to
but-
push it.
I'm starting to see a lot of jewel tones again.
Again.
Yeah.
So
Which
basically you were
I
ahead
love.
of the tone here. You're ahead of it.
Yeah.
Always. You're a trendsetter, I have to say.
Thank you.
So the jewel tones, any other, trends we should look out for the fall?
As far as color, that's what
far as anything,
I'm
yeah.
seeing. Lots of jewel tones, all of them. Oranges, reds, purples, greens, blues, of course. All of them.
You love blues.
I do. I love blue.
Blue is sort of like every color says something about you. Do you know what blue says? The calming, isn't that like
Yeah, and that's exactly how I feel when I'm in my home. It's comfortable, and I love being here. I love it.
Yeah,
So-
so I can see why. Somebody was asking, is the bedroom floor carpet or wood?
Oh, it. You know what that is?
Here, let's go
That
back.
is.
We
a
got you,
vinyl.
Debbie.
That is It looks like wood. Looks like hardwood, but it's actually a waterproof vinyl click lock floor.
Really? So it's sturdy,
Yeah.
not quite as expensive as real wood.
Right, and it's waterproof.
Wow. Are you planning on a pool party?
No, but you never know. What if a pipe bursts? I don't know.
It's waterproof.
Yeah. So it's great for outdoors. I'm actually thinking about putting it on my porch, taking that indoor-outdoor carpet out and doing something like this. Something like a driftwood more, so it's more of an outdoor feel.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm just going to say this. Like right here in this one area, we have 3 different floors. Now, again, maybe I'm just old school or old fashioned or just old. I always thought it had to be
Well, a lot of people do.
uniform.
And you know what? A lot of people will just do the one floor through the whole
But
place.
you don't
but
have to.
I don't know. I like the different look. When I'm in my bedroom, I just didn't feel like that dark floor was going to do as much as this floor does for this room and what we did in here.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, They
This
say
one-
to take risks.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you
Right.
do what makes you happy instead
Right.
of saying, well, the book says this or that.
And I realized that, if I were to sell this place, people might come in here and say, oh, too trendy or, too much. It just depends. I mean,
No, I mean maybe if you're ultra conservative,
Yeah.
you might think that.
and
But everybody
some
does have
people
different
might
tastes.
like a flow that just keeps going. I get that, but I don't know. When I was doing this, I just really wanted it to be my
You.
personality and, everything that I love.
Well, we have a question here. Okay, so from Patricia, I have wallpaper in my dining room that I'm afraid to remove as a previous experience resulted in having to do new drywall. The wallpaper has been up for 15 plus years. What can I do to update this room? Can you paint over wallpaper?
You can, but I would definitely want to see that before I did that.
Yeah.
I would actually bring Tony in and let him look at it because he does a lot of painting, and I know he's done paint over tile, over wallpaper, but I would really have to look at it and see, is it damaged? Would it be better to take it down? Is it textured? That kind of thing. So everything, that is a question that I can't answer unless I'm actually looking at it.
And touching it and
Yeah.
seeing the texture
Yeah,
of it.
and
Which you're happy to do. All
And what
Patricia wants
about,
to do is set up an appointment.
and what about seams? Are there seams? Because if there's seams, you're going to see it through the paint.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's kind of like the wallpaper in the bathroom, my girl's bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an animal print. The folks that used to live there, it's like a scene from the Wild Outdoors. But it's one big, huge. I should take a picture of that and show folks. It's one big, huge wallpaper mural, and I could never paint over that because there's seams that are so
oh yeah,
obvious.
right. And you're going to see that when you paint.
Right.
You will see it.
Right. All right. Anybody else have any questions? We're about to wrap up here. This is free advice from Margie from MAM Development. You have been doing this for a long time personally, but you started your business not too long ago and things are going great.
Yeah.
Your clients are loving.
Yeah.
You just did an apartment. Tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
what
we
you're
did
doing.
an apartment for MAM Development. And I've also been spending a lot of time actually putting bathrooms and kitchens together. Because Tony and I work together, he's construction, and he's so busy he doesn't have time. So I sit with the clients, and I'll pick out cabinets and fixtures and everything.
So you do the whole big picture,
Yeah.
but you will also come in and say, here, look, this is what I recommend for this room. A couple of
Exactly.
throw pillows, a rug,
Yep.
and it changes everything.
Right, right. And even in a bathroom, the one bathroom I'm doing right now is for 3 little girls. So we're going to keep it neutral because the couple, they're not sure if they want to stay in this house. So we stayed with like whites and things like that, but we're going to do a little princess theme, a princess for each little girl. And do like little hooks with their initials on them and,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So we kind of gear it towards the girls, but make it so that if they sell their house, they could take all that with them.
Right.
And the bathroom is a neutral, clean slate, and whoever moves in could do whatever they want with it then.
Right, which is also something you do. You help folks get ready to sell their
Yes.
house. Staging, how important is that?
Very. It can make the difference between a sale and a yes and a no.
Yeah.
If people can't see past your stuff, so if they walk into a house that's cluttered and there's just stuff everywhere, it makes the room look small. So people can't picture themselves there, and that's the most important thing. You want to be able to picture yourself in this space.
Yeah. So if you were coming in here, would you do anything to stage it, or would you leave it as is?
For me, I would probably take down my personal pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just me and Tony here, so we have no kids here.
Right.
Our kids are all grown and gone. So for us, I mean, this place stays like it's staged every day.
Yeah.
Because I'm a freak.
There's not clutter everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I make sure that everything's put away and my pillows and my blanket are back and my bed is made. So that's
Yeah.
how we live.
So, okay, so you help folks sell their house. somebody buys a new house.
I love doing
You
that.
love
too.
doing that.
Right, because now you're talking about a clean slate, right?
Yeah.
Because most people are gonna, well, I can't say most people, but a lot of people are gonna have to go buy new furniture because whatever they had in their old space might not be working here. It might
Unless
be too
it's
big or too
neutral.
small.
Yeah,
right,
right.
right. I'm talking size, though.
Right, yeah.
Not even so much colors, but size. So, you know, when we can do that, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have folks get into their house. Somebody's been in their house for a long time and they just need a change.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of cake for
Easy.
you.
Yeah, yeah. And I love doing it.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be an entire house. It can be a room.
It could be a room. Yeah, no, whatever they want, I can help them.
And one thing I liked about the way you've helped me is to sort of keep things organized. You have a place for everything, so that even with my kids having their stuff all over, there's all a place for it to go.
Right. We have that one room for them now instead of it being in your living room where you and your husband are spending time when your kids are asleep. And then you know, and you don't want to, right? Well, you know, you never know. But now you walk into your living room and their toys are in the other room now. Where before we started, they had both rooms.
Right.
They don't need two rooms, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
No.
I agree.
Right.
But even if they have toys in there, you have a little spot for them
Yeah,
to
we
put
did.
the toys in
We
at the
did.
end of the
Yeah.
day. Yeah. So
We
you
did
help
that.
with organization. Any final messages you want to tell folks?
I really, really enjoy my work, and
It shows.
I'll shop. I mean, I know I have my own style, but I can help anybody with any kind of taste.
So you're not going to go in there and say, I don't like that, let's get rid of it. You're going to help them
Figure
their
out-
taste,
right,
figure out what
exactly,
matches with the way
exactly.
they...
And just for instance, like my bathroom that we just saw, like that's a bathroom for a couple like me and Tony. That is, if my kids were living here, I never would have done that.
Right.
You know, that you have to look at everything. Family, are their kids, how old are they? You know, what's the best plan for each individual house or each individual room?
And what style are you looking for? Like I told you for my family room, I really just wanted a sort of beachy kind
You
of
told
feel.
me what you wanted, and that's what I look for.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I just need to have a conversation with you, and I can figure it out.
All right. So how can folks get a hold of you? Best way to get a hold of you?
My business line is 716-222-2973. And I have a website too, so you can leave messages there.
Yeah, and I am happy to help folks get in touch with you. And you are available. You're very busy, but you
I am, but
squeeze
I'm
folks
always
in.
available. When my business line rings, I answer it. As long as I'm in the room with it, I answer it.
I know, because I call you all the time. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Margie. It is absolutely stunning here.
Thank
We've
you.
given folks some great advice, great tips, and I'm sure they're gonna, utilize your advice because why wouldn't they? It's absolutely stunning. So thank you so much.
You. Thanks for coming.
Have a great day. Bye,
Bye.
folks. Any questions for Margie, let us know. We'll be doing this again in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.